classes. So you have to remember, hey, teacher, you're not recording class. Anybody else from abroad, not from Mexico? We have people from Japan, from France, where else?
Oh, Mr. Can you send the Jamboard link again, please?
Excuse me, can you repeat your question?
Can you send the Jamboard link, please?
Yes, I will. Here it goes. Okay, there it goes again. Okay. So anybody else from not from Mexico? Anybody from Guatemala? From I have had students from Guatemala, Salvador. Nobody else? Okay. So let's see. Well, we are a lot of students, so if we take the time to introduce each other, we're going to be taking a long time. But I just would like you to take your time to ask your teacher or about the class, about the teacher. So anybody coming to your mind, any questions? No? No questions? Okay. So you're letting the teacher do the questioning, right? Okay, let's see. Let's move from Jamboard. Let's move from Jamboard to another activity here that I have for you. You're watching my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if this works. Sometimes I have problems making this work on Zoom and everything, but try to engage in that activity. Make it real short. Say you can write whatever you want. You are good people, so you can write good things. Any worries, anything that comes to your mind when you're taking this course? What comes to your mind? What are your worries? What are your thoughts?
Like there's like a lot of numbers and like patterns.
Oh, can you repeat the question, Sarah? I'm not quite understanding. You have a lot of numbers in your patterns?
Like it says what comes to mind now that you have to learn to program. So like when I see programming, there's like a lot of like information, like you said, like numbers and like letters.
Okay, so just write it here. Write it on your.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
PC.
How do you get in that?
Oh,
is that like same? Oh, that's the code. Okay, perfect.
If you see my screen,
Yeah,
you go to menti.com and use this code, and then you can write whatever comes to your mind. Okay. Python, cool work, a lot of information. Difficult, scary. Python, new concepts, data. Okay. Cool work. Oops. We have a problem with this board here. Let's see. Let me hook up another camera. I have my blackboard in the back, but I borrowed this nice camera from Tec de Monterrey. I am at home. Sometimes I might transmit the class from my from one classroom at Tec de Monterrey, but today we're gonna make it here from home. Let me show you something, okay? Of course, a lot of people think that this is an engineering class. This is not an engineering class. Everybody can learn to code. Is it easy? Is it difficult? It all depends. It all depends on how much you work, how much you pay attention to the class, how much you allow to be helped, okay? But let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. If I ask you about your objective of this class, maybe you will answer something like, well, I want to pass. Or maybe you answer something that like, I want to learn. But let me tell you one thing. Who does well? Well, as far as doing well in this class, okay? Well, there are some things. First, everyone, 100% of the students with the camera on do well. Okay, 100% of them. That doesn't mean that you just have to turn the camera on. That means that when you turn your camera on, you're paying attention, you're interested in the class, you have prepared yourself from the class. That means you're out of bed and you're on your desk with your computer on. So it's more than just turning the camera on. It talks about the interest you have in the class. So it means you are interested in the class, okay? So the others, I don't know if you're gonna do well, but everybody that fails this class is in the group that never turned the camera on, okay? Now, who does well? Who else does well? Studying every day. There's people that study pretty much like this. I have to study here, I have an exam, or I have to turn in something or something. So you do nothing, but the day before you try to understand, okay? Then you do nothing, and the day before you try to do this. And at the end, you have the final test or final delivery of your project, and you have to work a lot, okay? But do you know what happens when there are 2 weeks that you saw a topic and now you have an exam? Can anybody tell me what happens? Can you tell me, if we talk about something today, what happens if you forget about it and then you try to study 2 weeks from now? Can you tell me?
You could not grasp the whole thing or miss something said in the class.
Exactly. You just simply forget. Okay. Now, if instead of doing this software graph, you did something like this, like what you see today, you study it today, and you have here your deliveries and exams, and what you see tomorrow, you study tomorrow, and what you see before something, you just have to check your notes. You don't have to restudy everything, and you don't have to kill yourself the day before. You don't have to spend all night and then comes something again and you spend some more time. You take it easy, you spend some more time, and then you have the end. You will, if you check how much time you spent here, it's the same time, but it's better time. Okay, so you will certainly do better this way, and you do not suffer. But you know something? Out of 100 students, do you know how many say, okay, I will try this? Can you give me a number?
Less than 10%.
Less than 10%. No, it's even less than that. Out of 100 students, you know how many pay attention to me and do something like this instead of this?
Five students.
Out of 100, my count is 1. So maybe in this class of 30, statistics say that nobody's going to do it. Okay, maybe 1, maybe if I'm lucky, I get 1. Okay, but I just try to do it because this can really help you in this class and in every class. Okay, now who else does well in this class? Take written what?
No.
Notes. Now, if I am going too fast, you stop me and you tell me I am taking notes. Can you slow down, please, or stop and wait for me? Yes, I will. Okay. Who else does well here? But you can tell me, you know what? The class is recorded. What do I want notes? Because if you have the exam here, do you know how many hours of video you have to watch? Sometimes 10 hours of video is impossible. If you ask me, I would not record the class. I'm recording it because Tec de Monterrey is asking me, please record it. Somebody might not have internet. Somebody might be out of electricity. Okay, I will. I wouldn't do it. You know why? Because I have a large amount of students not paying attention because the class is being recorded and they say, I will watch it later. That never happens. Happens very scarcely, okay? You don't have the time to watch the videos. And I have a question for you. If you do not understand something, can you ask the video? No. You know who else does well in this class and doesn't have to worry? You understand everything in class, not later. if you are here in class and you're spending your time and your money to be here, my suggestion is stop the class and make sure you understand, okay? You're paying already for it. Oh, I will watch the video later. Okay, good luck. You know what others do? They say, well, I don't understand, but maybe I will find a YouTube video that helps me understand. Good luck. Try to search for Python tutorials on YouTube and just wait and see that you will get more than 20,000 videos. Which one is the right one to understand what we are doing in class? Do you have any idea? You don't have an idea. This class is the right video to watch and stop and understand. Okay, so make sure this is like a YouTube video that you will see later. No, don't see it later, see it now. See it right now in class, okay? Now, there's something else. There's something else to do. We are going to be making some programming exercises here in class. You know what you have to do? Do the same exercises in class. That means that if I am typing print hello world, see, print quote hello world, okay, and then I run it, you open your computer and type print hello world and run it. And if it doesn't run, okay, you ask me and I help you. And if I'm going too fast and I'm doing something else and it didn't work and I'm late, stop like the class and ask. That is what you have to do. If you do those 5 things, I guarantee you that you're going to learn, you're going to do well, and you are going to be happy. You're not going to be suffering at the end. I got a student, this same class, this semester, this last semester, you know, the first 5 weeks, there comes this student and he asked for, you know, outside the classroom, office hours. And after 3 weeks, he told me, you know, teacher, I have a problem. I don't understand anything. What can I do? First, I was speechless, okay? I didn't know what to say. It's 3 weeks. This is a 5-week class. It's been already 3 weeks. I just told him there's not much you can do. It took you too long to realize that you were not understanding. You should have understood in class. And if you don't understand in class, ask in class. And if you don't understand today, come with me next day, not 3 weeks after that. Okay, it's too late. Of course, he didn't say, you know, I just realized I am doing really bad. I'm going to see what the teacher can do for me. There's not much I can do for you after 3 weeks. Okay, so if anybody is in that situation, make sure it's 1 day after the other, not 3 weeks after that. Okay, so any questions about this? No? Okay, I do take, this is today, I'm gonna check assistance, but the day after today, I will check assistance and I will put a small note saying who has the camera on and who doesn't. Not today, because I'm just telling you. If you have your camera off, I will know that you had your camera off, okay? And of course you have assistance. I won't be bothering you or insisting that you turn your camera off. Excuse me, that you turn your camera on. I suggest it because it helps you be well prepared for the class. I just take a note, okay? And if you come after 3 weeks and say, teacher, I don't understand, I will remind you, you never turned your camera on. I don't know if you were in class or not, okay? Now, if I take assistance, but 1 hour after I take it, I ask you something and you're not here, I will check absency, okay? Any questions? No? Okay, any questions about the class? Any questions about the class?
No, prof.
Not, prof. Okay, good. Yes, we're gonna learn. You know why we learn Python in this class? Why Python? Any idea?
It's one of the popular languages, I believe.
Excuse me?
I believe that Python is one of the most popular languages.
Okay, yes, it's popular. Yes, of course. Very, very popular. It's getting to be one, probably right now, it may be one of the most popular languages. Any other idea why Python? Why not R language? Or why not MATLAB? Why not Julia? You know why? And do you know why it is so popular?
I think that it's also like really not like intuitive, but it gives you a lot of logical idea of what you're doing. Like it's easy to find a logic with the Python one.
Mariana Alcantara Millán, how can you translate that you just said, which is why we're teaching Python in very simple words? 4 words.
In 4 words, let me think a little bit about it.
Mariana, say in 4 words. Very easy to learn. What Mariana said that is very intuitive is because it's very easy, okay? So, and it is so popular because people like you who are not computer scientists, who are not computer engineers, learn to program in Python. So Python, it's a very good starting language to learn, and probably you don't need another language. But I wouldn't say bad news, but the news is that if you get into what they call it, data science, which is science analytics, and a lot of administrative people get into that, they will probably have to learn another language, probably R. It's called R, like R language, but the principles are the same as Python. So you just have to adapt, okay? But it's very easy to learn. That's why we do it here. I teach also computer scientists. I have taught civil engineers who they don't do programming. It's not their major. So it's very easy. So let's start with that. It's not difficult, okay? And there are other things like you can do it completely for free. You don't have to pay for any license or anything. So that helps a lot. And it has built an ecosystem which is very useful to all the careers, okay? So you don't have to do very complicated things to learn Python, okay? So that's our starting point. So it should be easy. It is 5 weeks. In 5 weeks, we have to learn a lot. So it's very compact, okay? It's very, very compact, okay? Now, let's do something. Any question? You stop me anytime. Try not, if you send something in the chat, make sure you talk also, because I have to pay attention to my camera, 2 screens, Python and everything. So if you sometimes you write something in the chat, I won't read it unless you tell me, okay? So let's make a small tour here Okay. Yes. Let me out of this. Yes, good. There we go. Good. Okay, now let's see. So everybody, of course, got into this Zoom. I was going to be late today, but when I was probably going to be late today, but fortunately I got on time. So so here we are, which is great news. Okay, now of course you are familiar now with our working schedule, and we have to do a problem situation, right? Okay, now we start working on it precisely today, okay? Precisely today, and you have to do something today, and you have to turn something in today, okay? Because otherwise we're gonna be stuck in time in a few weeks, okay? So we have our problem situation. Let me show you in general what we have to do. It's not going to be difficult. So we have to work on this, okay? Are you already made the teams that you're going to be at? You can see it here in people. I have to change this here. I don't know. I'm not sure we can see it now. I have to open it. So they're telling us that there are going to be 3 people, and those 3 people of your team are going to be a consulting firm. You're going to be a consulting firm, and what you do is you make surveys and analyze those surveys, okay? You're experts on doing surveys, okay? So, but good news for you, so that you learn a lot in this class, is that every member of each team has to design, apply, and analyze a different survey. So a team doesn't make, a team of 3 people don't make 1 survey. You have to make 3 surveys. Each member makes its own survey. Is that clear? So, and everyone analyzes its own survey, and you have time for it, don't worry. But as a team, you help each other. You get together. How did you do this? How did this work? My survey is not properly working, okay? So, so you have your team to get support from your team, okay? Okay, now, but you have to do all this by yourself with the help of your team, all right? So what we have to do is, the first thing that we have to do is that we have to design our survey and make sure it's very well designed and apply it. If it is not well designed, we will have problems. And unfortunately, I like a lot statistics. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not even good at statistics, but I like statistics, okay? And let me tell you that around 10% of the students in this group are not paying attention. So they will do this part wrong because they're not paying attention, okay? So I would suggest you pay attention, otherwise you're gonna do your survey wrong and you're gonna have problems analyzing it later. So, okay, what is a survey for? What do we make a survey for? Let's put it in Spanish to make it clear. Una encuesta. What do we do it for? Let me ask Hector Renato Filisola. What do we make a survey for?
To gather data about a problem that we want to solve.
Excellent, excellent. I have a problem. Maybe not a complex problem like climate change. That's a complex problem, okay? That's a very complex problem to solve, but we can work on that. But maybe I have a problem. I need to make a decision if I need to extend the hours of my vet hospital, my veterinary hospital, or if I need to open a veterinary hospital in my zone, okay? Or I just have a problem. I want to know what people are doing about their music listening habits, okay? That's a problem too. So it doesn't have to be a super problem like we need to change our climate changing problem, but it might be an easier problem, okay? So what I want you to do is start thinking right now, what problem do I want to solve? Okay, you're gonna make it up for yourself. Something that you like, something maybe related to your career, maybe not. Okay, like I had a student last period who he decided his hobby was a barbecue. Okay, so he made a survey, a very interesting survey about barbecue, where people buy meat, what cuts they buy, how much they like to cook it, if it's well done, rare, etc. How much they spend, what restaurants they prefer to go. That was his hobby, but he was also an administrator. So he said, this is useful information because maybe I will open a business later on in my life. Okay, so think about what problem you would like to solve. Okay, now the next thing we have to do is data recollection. We need data. We're going to process data. What we're going to do as far as that problem goes is we're going to make a survey and gather data. Okay, now I won't read this now because that's going to be the next step. But we need to clean the data. We need to make some research about the data that we found. We need to analyze it. We need conclusions. We need to make graphic, but that's going to be later. First, we need to gather data. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, okay, delivery, week 2, team delivery. Yes, team delivery, but remember, the team is 3 people and each one designed its own survey, gathered data, and has a different problem, okay? So it's in a team in the sense that you're that consulting firm, but every person in the team has to do a different job, okay? So we need to gather data. We need our survey, okay? And we need a table to get it. But I'm gonna tell you how to make that survey really easy, okay? Are you ready? Because you need to do it today, but it might not be right the first time. Before you send the survey to 100 people to fill up the survey, make sure it is well designed, okay? So are we ready to design our survey? Okay, let me show you, okay? Let me show you. We will use, you need an account in Google. Let me get rid of this camera here. Okay, we need an account. I already have one. You can open one, or you can use, I believe you can use it with your student account, okay? Yeah, so we go to forms. You're watching my screen, right? forms.google.com. Okay. And I will make a new survey. I have some already here, but I will make a new survey here. It's really easy. It's really easy, but you do have to pay attention to some details, okay? Okay, so let's make a, let's put on a name. Well, let's put here vet info. vet info, okay? I need to, I am supposing that I already have a vet shop, or I want to open an online vet shop, okay? So I'm gonna make some surveying about that, okay? So first, my first question would be, what sorry, my computer is extremely slow. What kind of pet do you have? Okay, now watch out with this. The first thing we are tempted to do is have our surveying answer, and he would type dog, cat, whatever other. But we will have, watch out with this. This is very important. We would have a lot of problems processing that survey. We can do it. We don't have the time. So what, instead of making a brief response, we will give you here a multiple choice, okay? And here we type cat. So we don't give the user the option of typing something. She or he has to select something, okay? So we say cats, and we type here dog. What other kind of pet is a common pet for you?
A rabbit.
Rabbit, okay.
Fish.
Rabbit. Another type of pet?
Fish.
Fish, okay. Other type of pet?
Birds.
Birds. What other type of pets?
Turtle.
What? A turtle.
Turtle. Yes.
Turtle. Okay. Any other one? Okay, let's say we can make a huge list here. Okay, reptiles and whatever. Other. Do you see the first problem we're going to have with this question?
There are people that may not have a pet.
Okay,
They might be people that have two,
okay.
like a rabbit and a cat and a dog.
Exactly. So how can we change the question so that they don't feel like, what do I need to answer?
Put it in a checkbox.
Yes, and I will tell you something. That is an option that you can make checkboxes, but they are going to be very difficult to analyze. That would be the ideal situation. Okay, so we're going to change the question, and we're going to put here the most. So tell me if you have 3 dogs and 1 cat, just say dogs, okay? But ideally, it would be dogs and cats and reptiles and others type something, but that's going to be very difficult in 5 weeks to analyze. So let's try to get only dogs and only cats. You know what I mean? Okay. So we're going to ask, what do you have the most? I have more cats. Like in my case, I have dogs and I used to have a cat. So, but it's mostly dogs, okay? But make sure that you have a list that you can pick from and you don't have to type it. If you type it, it's going to be, they're going to create a really dirty list that we have to work on that in order to change it, okay? Is that clear enough? Okay, so we have now here what we call a list of objects or things that are where we're going to have a text description of what we have. This is going to be text, okay? It's what we would call qualitative answers, not quantitative. We're going to make some quantitative answers, okay? So I have this one here. We're going to make it mandatory to be answered. So I switch this here, okay? And I'm going to make another question. Now, this is a type of question that is text, is qualitative, okay? Let's make now a question that is quantitative, okay? How many pets? How many? Oops. Many pets do you have? Okay, now look at this. We don't want them to answer one with letters, okay? Or we don't want them to answer something like that, okay? So let's see how we do that. We will make a brief answer, okay? But we are going to do something. Let me see. This is on my way here. Okay. Okay. Watch out. This is important. We're going to validate. What did I do? I selected a brief answer. Okay. I selected a brief answer. But here I am going to validate my answer. Okay. So this is going to be a number, and it's going to be greater or equal to 0. Okay, greater or equal to 0. We don't want people saying I have -5. That's not an answer. Okay. Okay, and we will make this mandatory, but they can answer. They do. If you put greater than 0, then somebody can say, I have 1. Well, I don't have any pets. Okay, I don't have any pets. Okay. Any questions about this? Make sure it's a number greater or equal than 0. Okay. Any questions? We're doing fine. Everybody following me? Okay. Next question. What is or would be your monthly budget to spend on your pets? So what do we pretend our users to answer? Andrea Sofia Rodriguez.
A number or like a price?
Okay, so that would be, again, a short answer. And again, we're going to validate it, okay? We're going to validate our answer, okay? So it's going to be a number. Okay. We don't want negative numbers. So greater or equal to 0 again. All right. So we would get a good number from there. Okay. And we make this mandatory. Okay. So we have, yes.
The other questions were not mandatory.
Excuse me?
Or did the other questions were also mandatory or just this one?
Joe, I suggest you make them all mandatory, because sometimes if you don't put them mandatory, people just skip them all, send your survey. It's not going to be easy to get people to answer the survey. You're going to send it to this group, and maybe Elisa is going to say, oh, I already made 10 of them. I'm not going to make the other 20. So if you send a lot of the same survey to the same, several surveys to the same person, they're going to say skip, skip, skip if I can. And they say, oh, I already filled it up. Okay, so if you make them mandatory, they have to fill them up. Okay. So I would just make a small survey, 7 questions, 5 questions, okay? 10 questions the most, not more, okay? And make them all mandatory. If you want to put something not mandatory, go ahead, but make sure that around 7 of them are mandatory, the ones you want, okay? Very good. Now, give me an example of another qualitative question. Give me an example.
It
What
could be, go ahead, go ahead.
Well, I would say, what are you looking for in a vet consultation or on this service?
And what answer would you expect?
I would put a multiple question one as well as another that establishes like good assistance in their personal care, or several others that could be a general answer.
Okay. Okay, good point. Let's try to put it. What would the question be?
I would say, I maybe it's too complicated. What are you looking for in a vet service or something similar?
Let's make it more elegant. What are your expectations when you shop for pet services or products? Select the most important for you. Does that sound good, Rodrigo?
Yes.
Okay, now, again, we can put check boxes. But again, we're gonna, the type of answer we get from Google Forms, it's kind of complicated to analyze after that, okay? So again, since we're telling it, select the most important one for you, we're gonna do it again with multiple choice, okay? Now, option 1, give me an example, Rodrigo.
Customer service.
Customer service, another one.
Right.
Right,
Qualifications were the price. Mhm.
okay, what else?
Can it be like location? No.
Luisa, you know, I have to confess something. My left ear doesn't work very well. It works only in the frequency range for hearing is really bad. So if I ask you to repeat the question, please be patient with me and try to speak slowly, okay? So Luisa, please repeat your question.
No, I just read the, no, it wouldn't apply. I was saying like maybe for another question, can it be like the location of the
Oh,
bed?
okay. Let's put that after this one, okay?
Okay.
Let me finish this one. What other option do you have here? Like what options do you have that what you are expecting from a pet service or product?
The brand,
Excuse me?
the brand, like the type.
Okay, okay, okay. Brand,
Oh, prof, multiple services.
products, okay. Something else, okay, multiple. Oh, I deleted them all. Okay, well, what do I do? It's sorry, again, it's my computer. It's my computer. Let's put
You
it.
can go back. There is an arrow.
Brand, multiple. Sorry, if I deleted everything because this is, again, I need to do something urgent about this computer, but I cannot do it when I'm in class because it might take a couple of days and I cannot be without my computer. Multiple services, maybe price. Excellent. Quality, number, etc. Okay, maybe we can put here other, and that's it. Okay. Luisa had another proposal for another question. What can that question be? Luisa, can you repeat? Can you repeat the question?
I was like thinking about would it affect, like would you, it's because I don't know how to put it in a question.
What's the idea?
Like would it affect the location of the vet consultation?
Okay, like
If you go or not go?
where you're and where do you live? Where are you buying your pet stuff? Like the location of where you buy the stuff?
Yes, like
I believe it could be in a multiple question for the previous answer. Yeah, for the previous question.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Like, is it important for you to the pet shop be close to your home, or you are like dispuesto, like
Really?
willing to go to a fodder pet shop for a better service, like the
like
location?
Let's do this. I think you're getting the idea, but let me put it this way: is the location. Important for it's a location important for you. And well, we say here yes, no, okay. I think I forgot this. Give me an example about this pet survey, a quantitative question. Think of something.
Like, how often do you go to bed?
Okay. How often? Let's, how often might be kind of difficult, but how many? How many times per month do you visit a pet shop? And let me show you something you can do here if you want, okay? This might not be the best option for this question, but you can put it like this, okay? Line scale, and we put from 0 to 7, okay? 0 to 7, and you can put it like here. Never go. And you put here 7 or more, okay? And we make this one here mandatory. Okay, let me put a question that we do not want to see on this survey. Let me show you something that you do not want to see. Okay, so let's work on this one here. What brand do you prefer? Or this is just a dummy question, okay? For dog food. And if you put, let's leave it like this. Let's put a brief answer, okay? And let's make this mandatory here. And let's have you fill it up real quick. Just make, you know, dummy answers, whatever. You don't take a long time, okay? So you're gonna fill it up and you're gonna see what you get, okay? So let's copy this one here, okay? Copy it, and I will post it to you here in the chat. And you fill it up real quick. You can answer with real numbers, or you can answer with fake answers. My chat is not popping up. I don't know why. I want to chat. Hey, chat, computer, please chat. There's no chat here. Sorry. Oh, here it is. Here it goes. And you, in the chat, there's the questionnaire. So please fill it up, okay? Please fill it up. I will give you 1 more minute, okay? Just help us so that you can see what we're going to get at what and what we are going to use. Okay, let's see, just pay attention over here. Let me show you. Google makes a really nice analysis of this data. So just let me tell you one thing. This is not our final project. It looks like our final project, but we're gonna do those graphics and analytics from Python. You cannot use those answers to include in our final project, okay? Some people just, oh, I got this question here, just copy it. That's not a valid thing, okay? What we're going to do though is, watch out. Once you have those answers, we open them on a spreadsheet, okay? Like Excel, but this one opens them in Google Sheets, okay? Which is like Excel, pretty much like Excel, okay? So we get all the answers here. We're not going to use the timing here. It tells you when the survey got answered. We have nice, dog, cat, dog, none, okay? We get really nice. We get a number here, 0, 1, 2, 3. This is our budget, excellent, okay? We got really nice answers here. We got yes or no, okay? And we can run statistics on that, okay? But here, look, this is what exactly showing what it's gonna be difficult for us. Oh, hold, let's wait for my computer, okay? Okay, this is what gets very difficult to analyze. That's why we do not want open questions at this point. When you learn more and have more time, they're very good. But see, we have pedigree here, okay? We have pedigree, and but here I have it with, this is capital letter, this is not capital letter, okay? So when I try to analyze that data, they are different. Then I have to make them the same to count how many pedigree, okay? Now, I have pedigree here too, but I have 2 answers with pedigree. Okay, so this type of open questions, they get very difficult to analyze after that, okay? That's why we do not use this kind of question. Make sure that if you're gonna list brands, for example, try to put all the brands like this, and I get very exact text questions that we can analyze very easily, okay? Is that clear? Okay, good. Any questions about your survey? Okay, yes.
What we have to turn in later is the actual survey or the responses to the survey?
Okay, that's a good question, Paula. What you have to do is, first, you're gonna get together with your team now and think of what problem you wanna solve. And remember what we mean with problem. I'm interested in barbecue, I'm interested in pets, I'm interested in making exercise, and I am interested in nutrition, I'm interested in cooking, I am interested in money, I'm interested in economics. So make the theme of your problem. Decide what your problem is. Next, design your survey, okay? Don't apply it yet because I need to check it out, okay? I need to make sure it is correct, because otherwise, if you make an error here, we're gonna have to do a lot of hand mechanics to fix it, okay? So we want it to be as clean as possible, so we can work on that. With this data, now I can find out how many dogs are important. I can compute averages. I can make maximums and minimums, okay? I can get this kind of answers. If this survey gives me dirty data, like this one here, that I need to clean it, that's gonna be very difficult, okay? It's gonna take us more time. So we want a clean survey, okay? So first, design your survey, make sure you have a problem to be solved, okay? So the first homework is just design your survey and you answer it yourself, Paola, okay? So you make sure, this is not the right question. Or maybe your brother or your mother helps you answer it and you say, no, I have a problem with this question, and make a test of the survey. That's as far as we go the first week. Okay? Luisa, I feel like you're raising your hand.
Yes, so we don't turn, there isn't an activity where we need to turn in the survey. It's just,
Sorry, can you repeat the question very slowly?
there isn't an activity where we need to upload the survey. It's just like for us to practice doing the survey.
Yes, you need to upload the link to your survey.
Okay,
Okay.
we upload the link to the activity.
Yes, in the activity, what you're gonna put is the link to your survey.
Okay.
Okay, but it's not there yet. Okay, I will put it later on. You have to make it during this week, because maybe next class you have a question. I'm not sure about this, or can we check this, please? Okay, so it's not for today, but it's for this week. And what you have to upload is the link to the survey so I can see it.
And the topic of the survey, it's free, right? I mean,
It's free.
I could do it.
Luisa,
Okay.
what do you like? Do you like cooking? Do you like making exercise? Do you like pets? Whatever you like, make up a problem out of that and make a survey to gather data to solve that problem.
So like if I wanted to do it like of a clothing store, that it's going to open soon, I could do it like the survey.
Yes, like how often do you visit a store? Are you willing to buy online? How much do you spend per month? What kind of clothes do you buy, like, you know, pants, shirts, shorts, sneakers, whatever? There's a lot of things you can do about it. I mean, huge amount of things, okay? Okay, of course, that's a good topic. Roberto Silva, any questions?
Not really. I think I understand, but I do have a question.
Yes.
Do we have to download Python, or where can we download it? Because that was like the general things we're gonna do, and I don't know where we can download it.
Okay, yes, hold on. Let me tell you something. We have to start working on this because we have 5 weeks to finish this activity. So it's important to have this thing running, okay? But next class, we will do some, we start with some programming things, okay? But during next class, I will show you how to download Python and download the IDE that we're gonna use, okay? Download the IDE and we start programming next class, okay? But I needed to give you the idea of what we need to do at the end. But yes, I will help you with that. I assume that you don't have it, okay? But I will help you with it. Yes, Mariana and Roberto, I don't know if that solved your doubt.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
Okay, don't worry. We will be working on that. Mariana.
Yes, teacher, just one question. I think I got a little bit like confused. We are going to discuss our topic in teams, and the survey is also like one per team, or each of us, like with the topic, we make one.
You discuss your topic, the kind of questions, any questions you have, but you're gonna work on teams, but every person has its own survey and every person is gonna analyze its own survey. But if you're in the team with, let's say, Rodrigo, you can ask Rodrigo, how do I make the average of this column? Or right now, like I didn't quite understand how to make sure that the person are typing a number, okay? All right?
Okay, thank you very much, teacher.
Any other question? Melissa is raising her hand.
Yes, mister, I cannot see the people like
Okay,
who is in my team.
let me try to fix that because I see it's blocked. Let me try to fix that, okay? Hold on a second. I will stop sharing the screen because it's gonna be faster if I do it that way. Okay, settings. Help with settings, okay? And navigation. Okay, now if you reload if you're in the course in Canvas and you reload it, you should be able to see a person or persons menu that you can see what team you're on.
Yes, now I can see it. Thank you.
You can see it now. Andrea is raising her hand, please.
Teacher, how many questions do we have to put and how many quantitative questions?
Let me show you. Yeah, good question. Let me show you here, okay? Let me show you here with this. There's another option if you want, okay? But it has proven to be more difficult, okay? More difficult to get, not more difficult to process, okay? So when you go to the original, the main page rather than the original, okay? It says here that you need a table with 30 to 50 people, 30 to 50 lines, okay? 30 to 50 questions, okay? You have, it says columns, maximum 10. Each column is a question, okay? So I would say that maybe 3 and 3 are fine. 3 and 3 are fine, okay? 3 qualitative and 3 quantitative, that should be fine. Around 7 is a good number. If you make a survey with 20 questions, people are not going to be willing to answer the survey, okay? But let's say 3 and 3 as a number, okay? Let me change you that because I have had a problem. We need to work on some things. 3 and 3 would be fine. Let me change that. Let's put it this way. I need you to think of something that has 4 numeric answers, okay? Because we need to see how things correlate to each other. And if you have more numeric things, that's gonna be easier to do. Now, it's also a good idea when you have non-numeric answers. Maybe you can have something like yes or no, false or true as one of the qualitative answers, okay? Any questions? No? Okay, let me open for around 5 minutes our group sections, and you have here, let me show you. Let me share my screen. And let me see if this was properly done. Let's see, desktop 1. You can see my screen now, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to people, but this gets very slow. This gets crazy. Let's go to people. Okay, and we have groups, problem situation. Okay, please go. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will open the group section, and everyone goes to the group where you belong, okay? And just discuss the topics, discuss any questions you have. I will give you like 5 minutes to discuss it, and when we are back, I will answer all the questions you have, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So go to your group, meet your group, share your phone numbers or emails or whatever you want to work as a group, okay? And we'll be back in 5 minutes, okay?
Prof, I don't have the option to go to my room. I don't know why.
You don't have an option to go to your room. You are Maria Bueno. Okay. You're not like, you don't have like the small groups and can choose where group to go.
I don't know why it doesn't appear to me on my Zoom. I don't know. Like it always happens when the teacher does that. I can't find I don't have the option.
Okay, let's see. Let me see where you're at. Okay, hold on a second.
Me neither.
Who are you? Aldo. Okay, let me tell you where you're at. Francisco, Luisa, Diego, Oscar, Ana Sofía, María Eugenia. Maria Bueno, you're in group 3, so I will put you to group 3, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, there you go. And Aldo, you're in group, let me tell you. Isabela, Alejandro, Enrique, Paola, Andrea, Sara.
I'm with Andres Uro and Elisa.
Aldo, you're in group 8, okay? So I will
Okay.
put you on group 8.
Good, thanks.
Okay, Marian Mijares, you haven't joined your group yet. Marian Mijares, are you there?
Professor?
Marian Mijares, are you there? Okay, Sara Moreno, any questions, any problems to join your group?
I have a question. So the survey from the group doesn't have to be related, correct? Or does the
No,
problem has to be
no.
related?
You
No,
can, you
we
can
just
have, it's individually. You can have pets, someone else might have barbecue, the other one might have stock markets, okay?
okay, okay. Thank you, Professor.
Right. Marian Mijares, I'm trying to contact you. I see you're in here, but you're not answering.
Prof,
Yes.
we wanted to ask you if all the topics for the surveys have to be like related or
No, they don't have to. You can have pets, someone else barbecue, someone else exercising, someone else finances. They don't have to be the same. Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Hold on, Isabella. Let me get everybody here in the room. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, let's see. Isabella is raising her hand. Please, Isabella.
Yes, I just had a question on the amount of questions. Like, is it less? I got confused. Is it less than 10 questions on the
Yes,
survey?
my suggestion is this. Put 4 numeric questions and 3 text, multiple choice text questions. Yes, or
Okay.
3. I would suggest 7 maximum. 10 is too long. People are going to be lazy to answer the question, okay?
Perfect, thank you.
All right, Maria Bueno.
Could you repeat how many of each? Like 4 of?
4 numeric, okay?
Okay.
And remember, the numeric can be that kind of slide that you choose, that you can choose 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And or they can type it, like how much money do you spend per month? 4. And text 3, so that you get the most 7 questions, not more than that, okay? Just forget what it says there on Canvas, okay? Maru Zarate.
Teacher, in our teams, can we choose like different topics or it's the same topic for everyone?
You're a consulting company and you're a personal consultant. You might be doing cooking and someone else in your team is making pets and someone in your team is asking about personal finances and someone else is asking about where to buy a house, okay? They don't have to be related and they don't have to be the same. And each one has its own survey and you're gonna work on your survey, but you're gonna get the help of the team, okay? Maria is raising her hand again.
Yes, sorry, but it doesn't matter if it's the same topic but different surveys.
It doesn't matter, just make sure it's a different survey, different questions. You cannot repeat the survey, okay? All right? Design your own survey. You're like a different, it's a different client, so it should be a slightly different survey, okay? Isabella.
Yes, where can we find the assignment on Canvas?
Oh, okay. Let me show you, okay? Let me show you real quick and let me show you something that you may need to know. Okay, here in modules, oh, you cannot see it? Incredible, it's blocked. Okay, normally UBLB, I have to fix that right away. Hold on, it's really slow. Really slow. Hold on a second. Okay, now you cannot see it, but I need to open it for you. We have things here like my classes, activities that you need to do. When you get week 1, I will put the assignments here during the week that you have to do them here at the end, okay? And you will be able to see it also on your calendar. But for some reason, this is blocked. I will put it here. Don't worry, you will be able to see it, okay? Let me see something real. Is there any other question, please? Okay, let me show you something. Here in home, and you should be able to see it, okay? You're gonna be asking about this often. So let me show you something real quick. evaluation plan, okay? Here in the evaluation plan, you're gonna be doing those activities. I may add or take off some of these activities. All the activities, homeworks and stuff you do, it's gonna count for 35%, okay? 35%. This problem situation where we're gonna process this survey, it's gonna evaluate 3 competences, and these are those here. I won't get into them, you can read them, we will see them later, and that's gonna take for 40%, okay? And unfortunately, we have quizzes every week that takes for 10%, and you have a final exam that takes for 15%, okay? All right, but the most important thing is the evidence of the problem situation, that's 40%. Next, all the activities you're gonna be doing, okay? And next, the final exam is 15%. Then you get quizzes, 10%, and that's pretty much it. You're gonna be asking for it, it's there, but you can ask all the time you need, okay? Any questions?
The quizzes are going to be in class, like on Thursdays, or?
Yes, they're gonna be during class, yes. Okay. I will let you know in advance, and maybe we get activities where you get a how do you call it, a quick quiz or something like that goes into the activities. But formal quizzes are gonna be, well, basically we're gonna be taking them every Monday, okay? So most likely we will have a quiz next Monday about the themes that we see this week, okay? Let me ask you a quick survey. We're about to finish. Raise your hand if you have already worked with Python in the past. Elisa, Paola, oh, we have a lot of people work that. What IDE or what development platform have you used?
I don't remember, Prof. It was a long time ago.
Don't worry. Elisa?
Yeah, me too. I don't remember.
Don't worry. Diego?
Same here.
Okay, well, we are going to be using a platform that might be very helpful for you in the future. It's not complicated. There's a very easy platform which is called Sony, but I will use it as a plan B. We will be using Jupyter Notebooks and Jupyter Lab, which can be very, very helpful for you in the future. And it's very nice. You can work on it really nice. It's just slightly more difficult to install. Once you install it, it runs very nice. And it's very, very used for data science and stuff. So I'm sure you're gonna like it, okay? But we will start working on that next class. Work on your survey, make tests. Don't apply it yet because you might have a problem with it that we need to fix, okay? And I will see you on Thursday at 11 a.m. Okay? Any questions?
Yes, I have one last question.
Yes.
Are you gonna upload the recordings for the class today or when?
Okay. See, the problem is my computer takes like 3 hours to process the video. I will try to be, either it will be the same day at night or next day, but if you see that I haven't uploaded it, my phone number is there. You have the WhatsApp group. You can remind me there, say, teacher, you haven't uploaded the class, please upload, and I will answer you there. But I will try to be the same day at night. It takes a long time for it to load, okay?
Okay, don't worry, thank you.
All right, but you can, no problem, you have my WhatsApp, you can write a WhatsApp and ask for something, okay?
Sure, thanks.
Sophia, Paola and Sophia, they have their hands raised.
Oh, no, it was about the question you asked.
Okay, now, Sophia?
Do we have to upload the link to the survey we just made?
Okay, I will put a homework where you put the link to the survey, okay? It's not there yet. Don't worry, it's not there yet, okay?
Okay, thank you.
It will be today, all right? Okay, see you on Thursday. Have a nice week, okay?
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you, Professor.
Bye.
Maestro,
Sí.
I just before I go, I wait until tomorrow to upload the link to the survey so that you check it first, o por ejemplo, si yo la termino, ya la subo. Oh, me espero.
Okay. Switch to Spanish. Okay. No. Van a tener durante esta semana para ponerla. En cuanto la tenga, súbela. Pero los voy a revisar hasta el fin de semana. ¿Sale? Voy a esperar a que todos la suban, ¿ok? ¿Sale?
Ah, ok, perfecto.
Más, se
Thank you.
las voy a poner para el miércoles en la noche, para que cualquier duda que tengan la revisamos el jueves en clase, ¿sale? Porque van a salir un montón de dudas, ¿ok? ¿Sale?
Sí, lo voy a hacer hoy y pues, y ya.
Hazla, pruébala, mándasela a alguien, a tus papás o a alguien, oye, contéstala, no se entiende, la corriges y ya la subes, hazla ahí con calma, ¿sale?
Ok, muchas gracias, maestra.
Dale, que estés bien, Luisa, hasta luego. Bye.